Good evening, coaching you for you. Give me a second here. Thank you for joining us this evening. We are here at Coaching You for You, and tonight we're going to talk a little bit about the waiting room. I'd like to thank you for joining me tonight, and I appreciate your time. That's important. Your time is very valuable. No matter where you spend it, it's valuable. And if there is no exchange for that time, you are in fact wasting it. I can promise you tonight, you will not be wasting your time. Thanks for joining us. I want to talk to you a little bit about the waiting room and what that means. The waiting room is a place in our life. So, disclaimers and shout outs first. You know how we do this. I'm excited tonight. I'm excited about a few things. I'm excited because I'm making some changes in my life that are absolutely making a difference. I'm opening myself up to different people, places, and things, which is a little different for me, but I'm working on it. But before we get started, my disclaimer is we don't know everything. I don't know everything. Tonight, I am sharing a lot of my experience, strength, and hope. First, as a person, a human being, as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, as a sister, as an aunt, as a cousin. But I want to shout some people out first. And I'd like to shout out the Ingram Kingdom Mobile Kitchen and event planning business. Check them out. They're on Facebook. The Ingram Kingdom Mobile Kitchen. As a matter of fact, everybody that I'm going to shout out tonight is on Facebook. I like to shout out Bishop Jenkins, Core Champions. Don't miss him. Check him out. He's doing some phenomenal things. Divine Allah Fitness, some phenomenal things. Gail Williams Fitness, phenomenal things. Check them out. They're all on Facebook. And I'm telling you, they're getting it done. Elise's Catering. Oh, that girl's food. Ooh, oh, it is great. Check her out. You know, you see her everywhere. She's everywhere. She's not limited to the Mercer County area. Elise travels because she also has a mobile kitchen. So check her out. Sister Seafood Seasonings. Check them out. They have created a seasoning that will tantalize your taste buds. Check them out. Bi-Coastal, the designer king. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to invite Bi-Coastal on to give you guys some inspiration about, where he was, what it took to be where he is. This guy's designs are all over the coast. They're everywhere. He's also on Facebook and he is a phenomenal designer. Mr. Pack, stand up. We also have ABC Delights, my family, as is the Ingram Kingdom and Sister Seasonings. ABC Delights, Adrian, Beverly, Cindy, and Dad doing some phenomenal catering. Check them out. They're on Facebook. You can find them anywhere. And then I want to again give you the disclaimer. We don't know everything. We're simply sharing our experience, strength, and hope. But again, tonight I'm excited. And I'm excited because I'm doing some things different, a whole lot different. If it's not boosting me up, I'm not engaging in it. I don't care who or what it is, I'm not engaging in it. I would encourage you to take a look at your circle and be sure that it's mutual and you're getting what you need in that circle. No two people are alike. Everybody does things different. Many people think different about circles and friendship, and that's a good place to be. However, in those circles and friendship, whether it's business, personal or family, there has to be some mutual benefits for everybody. So if you're not getting anything out of it, why are you there? With family, you're kind of stuck. But in all other partnerships, and actually with family, you're not stuck. You can make a decision there too. You can love people from a distance. I do. Hydrate. I want to talk to you tonight about the waiting room. The waiting room is a place in our mind and in our heart where we are striving to be better and do better at the things that we want and the things that we appreciate. The waiting room is a place that you will typically find yourself when you are, in fact, waiting for the blessing, when you are waiting for the job to come through, when you are waiting for the relationship to work, when you are waiting for your children to get it right. We never got it completely right. Don't expect them to get it 100% right. Our us or our children don't have to be perfect to be amazing. When we're waiting for that special person that we know is out there, listen, I want to tell every man and woman tonight, you are somebody's blessing. Don't forget that. You may be in the waiting room right now. You might be waiting for that special person to come along. You might be waiting for the perfect house, especially in this market. You might be waiting for the perfect spouse. You might be waiting for a relationship that is absolutely not working to be completely dissolved. You're in the waiting room. You're waiting for um, the perfect moment to make your move. You're waiting for the perfect time to build your business. You're waiting for the perfect moment to launch your business, I should say, or grow your business. Here's another disclaimer for you guys before I move on. Facebook Hollywood, everything you see is simply Hollywood. It's not always what it is. Don't compare yourself, grow yourself, or groom yourself based on what you see on social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. There's some phenomenal people on TikTok making food and displaying their arts and the things they're actually doing. You have proof on many of the TikTok social media. But listen, be good to yourself. Don't judge yourself or groom yourself or prepare yourself for other people. So let's move on. You're in the waiting room. You're in the waiting room as all of us are in the waiting room at some point in time in our life. All of us. Although people will try to display perfect relationships, perfect money, perfect houses, perfect businesses, perfect friendships, there is no perfection. Don't forget that. That's important. There's the best that you got, but there is no perfection. And so, what I wanted to share with you tonight, and I won't keep you long, is that in that waiting room, I want you to remember a few things. The first thing is I don't care where that waiting room is located in your life at this time, just breathe. Breathing not only opens you up, to receive good air and get rid of stress, it also lowers your blood pressure. Now, there's a reason that you should breathe. It lowers your blood pressure. Breathe. The other thing I want you to remember tonight is that life was not meant to be lived in chaos. And anything or anybody that's bringing it to you, remove yourself. Eat fruit, drink water, and mind your business, your personal business, and your professional business. Mind that. Your bag business, that means your money. Mind that. I'm telling you, it goes a long way. But I want you to learn how to practice peace first. And then, listen, you see people every day and you think, oh, they're in great shape. They're doing so much better than me. They just always seem so peaceful. You ever seen that duck? My husband taught me this on the top of the water who seems serene and peaceful and just doing its own thing. But underneath, it is paddling faster than any boat or feet could ever move. That's called life. The duck on the water is life. What you see on the top is typically not what's happening underneath. Trust yourself and trust the process. You must practice peace. Some people will say, well, I am peaceful. I practice peace every day. I have peace in my life. Hey, that's a great place to be. But many of us, like me, perfectly imperfect, we have to practice that. I have to practice eliminating stress. It comes on a regular basis. It's not something that goes away and stays away. It comes on a regular basis. I have to practice peace. I have to do devotion in the morning. I must practice peace. And by practicing peace, eliminate any and everything from your life that creates chaos or stress. I don't care who it is. You can step back and love people, places, and things from a distance. Practice peace. Be good to yourself. Don't allow other people to determine how you deal with you. There are times where you're going to be in waiting rooms when you're in pain because of a failed relationship. That waiting room is there for a reason in your life. The waiting room is designed for you to fill out the paperwork and check your insurance. And while we're at it, let's talk about this. God is my insurance. Whoever you choose and what doesn't apply, let it fly. I choose God. When I am in the waiting room, examining where I am and how I need to fill out this paperwork and be clear about what's going on with me and the help that I need, my first help comes from God. That's important for me. Whoever you choose is all right with me. Practice peace. In a waiting room is the time for you to exhale so that, bring a deep one in. And just let it go all the way out until you can feel it in your core. Exhale. There's no perfect life. Perfect peace is with God. Trust yourself. Exhale and practice peace. I'm telling you, it's one of the best places to be in the world. I know. I wanted to fix everything. I've been in positions with people, places, and things where I wanted everybody to be great and to rise and to elevate and do the right thing. But hey, sometimes people, and I've loved people, but sometimes people can't see the magic in themselves. And when they can't see it in themselves, you certainly can't put it in there. Write that down. You cannot force other people to see the magic, the goodness, and the power in them. If they don't see it in themselves, you got an uphill battle that's only going to slide you straight down a slippery slope trying to convince them that it's there. I know. That's my experience strength note. Read the book. You also need to practice prayer. You can pray anywhere. Whomever you pray to, what doesn't apply, let it fly. Again, I choose God. But pray. Pray about it. However you see fit, whatever it is for you, pray about it. I promise you that in prayer and practice in peace, you're going to come to a place that you've never known and never understood. But you got to practice it. It's not going to come automatically, especially if you are accustomed to dealing with chaos and a lack of peace. And the third and final part I'd like to leave you with tonight is remember to pause. Did you get that? Practice peace, practice prayer, and practice pausing. You don't always have to respond to everything immediately. Practice, practice, practice. And I promise you, if you practice peace and you practice prayer and you learn to pause and practice peace and prayer first, you won't always find yourself in the midst of chaos. You're going to have some. Comes with life. It's called life on life's terms. But when you practice peace, prayer, and pausing, it changes the game. Change the game. Practice, practice, practice. You guys know how to practice when you want to look good for somebody. You know how to practice when you're preparing for the interview. You know how to do that. But my question to you tonight, and answer it yourself. When the bounce back comes, and it always comes, are you ready for it? Most of us aren't because so often when we're in the waiting room, we're focused on other people and not the bounce back and not us. Ah, there's a little bit of magic for you tonight. When you're in the waiting room, get prepared for the bounce back. Get prepared for the pause. The pause is going to take you a long way, no matter who you are, where you are, and what you're doing. Learn to zip your lip. A lot of times, that's exactly where the wisdom is in closing your mouth. You don't always have to respond. Everything in your life happens for a reason. There are no accidents. There are absolutely things that are going to happen to change your life and where you're going to be in it. Practice prayer, practice peace, and practice the pause. Zip your lip, believe in yourself, and just breathe. I am Annette Latigue. I am here at Coaching You For You. See us on Facebook, see us on YouTube, see us on Instagram, and see us on the Apple station. We want to be wherever you are virtually. Inhale the expiration and exhale the stress. Thank you for joining us this evening. I want to wish you a very good night. And if you are where I am, it's storming. I kind of like the storms sometimes because they wash away everything else. Have a good evening. And again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for spending this time for us. Hydrate, pray, practice peace, and remember to pause. And wherever you are, exhale. Life is not meant to be lived in chaos, and life is meant to be lived. Go on and live it. Have some fun. I'll tell you what, I wish I knew the things then that I know now. I could have avoided a whole lot. So we learn by experience or we learn by experience. Have a good night. Thank you.